Yeah, but Anthony
Pin High Podcast.
Day 2.
Crosswinds right behind us. Day 2 of the club championship. Anthony Villa, James W. Troup. We'll get to everybody else around here in a quick second. We are done. We're live. Great weekend club championship.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather.
It should be the embarrassing
camaraderie.
club championship. There was a lot of collapses that occurred today. Colossal collapses. But we'll get to that in a quick second. Day 2 of the club championship. A lot happened today. Jimmy Reynolds, Steve Marshall, the puppet, Steve Brophy, right here on my lap. Wasn't invited, but I figured let's get him in. We didn't have a seat, and this is the best place for him. Day 2, we had a lot happen today.
He just went up a little
There's
bit.
a reason that this guy is in here. Jimmy Reynolds wins day 2 of the club championship. Jimmy, what happened today?
He's back.
It was Derek.
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 Did you pay him like a 10% or anything?
No, 5%, and he
5%?
had the shanks today.
He handled
And he
his
said to me, "I'll
clubs
take care of
and
the shanks. You just hit it straight."
I'm going to scroll down the list, and there is no way with that score that Derek Levine won any money today.
Let's read it
Yeah,
out loud.
no.
Let's go down the
I'll
list.
put a big number up here.
Well, first of all, the big story is we had a WD today. First time in club championship history.
We did.
WD. The guy finished round 1, but was not here for round 2. Spud, John Spadaro,
I thought
not
I
here
Mackenzie.
today.
I thought I saw him.
And there's nobody more mad than me because I put money on him to show.
I thought I saw him this morning. No?
After yesterday, it was clear that I wasn't going to win. Spud, we'll see you at Sohegan, I hope.
But
WD. Has never happened before.
Like Pat Perez.
Ricky Keefe had a lot in his mind. There was an award ceremony today, so he was worried about
Well,
that.
when he
Minus
takes
17.
over the secretary roles, his golf goes the
Yeah,
other way.
he should blame Steve Daniels for that minus 17. Derek Levine, minus 14 today.
Levine?
Clearly, he is rounding into form for the club championship.
Is it
and
Levine
getting,
or Levine?
Levine. It's in my head now. I've
Levine.
taken like mnemonic stuff at night. I'm letting it in my earphones.
Thank you.
Ray Benavides, he had a tough day today.
Ray did?
Yeah, he's in the medical tent getting treated for poison ivy because he was in the wood. He was in the woods more than anybody I've ever seen.
Sorry, Ray.
Jim Orsini, he stuck around because we'll get to the skin he won in a second. Andrew Moore, we'll
He's
get to
busy.
him in a second. We got a
He's
story about
busy.
him.
Not even here.
That name right there is the biggest collapse of the weekend. I'm going to tell you, I made a prediction of who was going to win this club championship. Just did not show up today. James W. Troup,
James W.
my buddies.
Troup.
James W. Troup, minus 9 today. Back to the old form.
Wow. What happened? I'm going to show a building collapsing.
You know
right
what?
now.
You know what I
Imploding.
think. You know what I think happened. I mean, I'm not one for excuses, but you should have seen my group and the guys I had to watch today. I'm gonna say that on every tee we hit at least 7 balls.
Who did you play with, Jimmy?
I'm not one to throw anybody under the bus.
Okay.
But it was Ray Benavides, Russ Moran, and Tony Pistori. A lot of people found their balls, but a lot of people didn't, and it clearly affected me. And you know
Donated
what?
back to the course.
I'm never going to the range before the round ever again because
Just during the week. Just
I
during
had
the
a
week.
great warm
You
up.
did. I watched you.
You watched me.
Unbelievable.
You know what the thing was is I wasn't focused on my shots. I was actually more focused on the conversation with you, and I was fully engaged.
You worked.
I tend to doubt that.
Fully
but
engaged.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Maybe it was the Power Mutuals.
Yeah, Jamie Galvin minus 8 today. Paul Bamba.
Animal.
Russ Moran, another total collapse, but at least he cashed in the club championship. Steve the Puppet Brophy minus 7. Mike Mackin minus 6. Anthony Villa, kind of a collapse, minus 6.
Hey, where
It's
did Stevie-
kind of consistent over 2 days.
Where-
I needed 66 in 2 days. I got 60.
If the biggest positive turnaround might have been Timmy Goodwin, he was minus 2 today.
Timmy, really?
The guest Phil Kimball minus
His
1.
brother.
Tony Pistori
love for Kenny.
plus 1. He better pay me for the psychological coaching that I gave him today.
You sounded like you were stressed.
Oh my God! I spent more time coaching this guy from a mental and physical breakdown than you could believe.
Is it that bad?
Hey, where'd the Prez end up?
The Prez ended up in surgery.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
Yep. Yep. Plus 3, Steve Marshall.
Oh.
But the winner today, you were counted out. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Glad you're coming, Steve.
By you?
Jimmy Reynolds, first place, +3.
Nice.
What was the
We got a 6 on 18.
It was like the last. It was like the last.
Hey, you want it
you know
all.
what? We had a video 2 weeks ago about the card off. Don't ask questions. Banville's driving a Cadillac out here. Yeah,
With stirrups in the back.
You got to
seat.
put the envelopes under the right doors.
yeah. Closest to the pin, Russ Moran.
Russ,
He had 2
fucking
darts
animal.
today. He actually should have won 3, but we felt bad for Andrew Moore and kept his name on the card. And then Ricky Keefe had one. I mean, that looked like it was close to being an ace on 17
Yeah, it
today.
was-
Good job, Ricky.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Low gross,
Pretty
second
good
day in a
fuck.
row. Anthony Villa.
Yeah. Villa?
You should be embarrassed with the scores you've shot for low gross.
It's
Low
all about the
net,
handicap.
I left it out there for other guys to take it.
nobody was willing. Low net, Jimmy Reynolds.
Tried to lose it.
69, but I hate to tell you,
Doubled it.
Steve, another card off. You lost on low net on a card off. And I drew Ricky Keefe's card today, and clearly
go
he
with
should
that.
give that money to me.
Nice work.
Match play, Steven, congratulations, advancing to the
The
finals.
finals.
But here's some,
Fucking James,
here's some real, here's some real bad news for you, Steve. Do you know you're running into a buzzsaw in the final?
A -9
Do you know?
buzzsaw.
do you- well, that's so I don't get double, triple, or quadruple whacked.
Whacked,
That's coming down. You know who you're facing in the finals? You may want to move.
Let me guess.
You may want to socially distance
The lefty.
because you are
The luscious
facing
lefty
the
over there?
winner
The luscious
of the
lefty.
2020
The sniper.
match play, James W. Troup. 4-2 winner over Jamie Galvin today. Clearly, this guy has no
I might call
compassion.
him sick that day.
You probably should.
You beat
probably
a guy
be the
with
best thing
cancer.
you'd ever do. Let's get to skins. The puppet, Steve Brophy, wins a skin today on a carryover.
Where's the
no
puppet?
idea how
I don't
much
even
money
see
it
Everybody's
was.
in the puppet.
I don't see him.
Tony Pastori wins a skin. Jimmy Reynolds wins a skin today. Jimmy Orsini, which is why he stuck around,
James-
wins a skin
James
today.
T.
Phil Kimball, and the big winner, 2 skins today, Steve Marshall. He clearly had a
Stephen
day.
Marshall the
He
third.
clearly
win
had
a
a day. There was no chance I was winning a skin today.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
What'd you win?
I was
You already
winning
won
like
that.
closest to Route 3 on a couple of my shots today. Yeah. The big money. Listen, this is a 2-day event. This is a 2-day event.
It is.
You know,
It's the big-
actually,
it's the
before
big
we
event.
get to that, there was a closest to the pin today, and there's kind of a reason that we have a 5th person here today. Let me just jam my hand up this guy's tail. Andrew Moore.
We can't see his lips.
Do you need a bathroom break? Because my knee is wet. Andrew Moore won a closest to the pin today. I'm going to say it was 7 feet. 7 feet.
What did he 2-putt?
Steve Puppet. What did he do?
He made 5. He made 5. Are you serious?
Thanks for coming. Glad you wore your Tiger Red today.
He made 5.
He made 5.
You shouldn't get paid for that.
He should give that back.
Timeout.
Next year, I want to you birdie it, $15. Par, you get the 10, and if you bogey it, you get like
Do you
3.
Do you need a new car? that is cutting into the
It's in
president's.
the it's in
and
the budget.
and
we
the
just
script.
finagle
It's
a
not
few
in the
numbers.
budget. It's not-
Maybe Paul doesn't get the white
It's
walls.
not in the budget. It's not in the budget.
Or the leather. Gotta validate it.
Banville will never get an upgrade at
move
at
into the
Fairfield
20th century,
Inn
yeah.
and Suites with that. Let's
Carry
get to
it
the
over.
2-day because there's a lot of money going on here. We had some pari-mutuel wagering. We had some prop bets.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
The prop bets,
threw my money away.
5-finger discount, not even a contest. Tony Pastori won by 12 strokes over
Tony!
Matt Banville, and he clearly relished in that victory. The kissing cousins. Ricky Keefe might not even be invited to Thanksgiving dinner because Timmy Goodwin beat him by 10 strokes.
Timmy.
The Sandbagger Open, we clearly had the wrong people
Yeah.
in the Sandbagger
Fact.
Open because I'm looking at -24, -24, -19, probably going to win at Sohegan. Derek Levine wins by 5.
I feel for you, Derek.
By 5.
I love you.
We have the 2 guys that probably scored the best this weekend, Jimmy Reynolds, Steve Marshall. Steve Marshall cleaned up in the Bring in the Heat prop bet, and everybody that bet on him won about $8. So clearly they're probably not getting through the
Stevie
tolls
boy.
on the way home.
That was
but-
close, though.
It's not close. It's not close. The Prince of the podcast. Let me just sit back for a second and enjoy this. The Prince of the podcast, despite
Love it.
despite a collapse, I thought people were going to choose who they like better on this thing. You see who won that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Everybody enjoys $9. They can get a beer and a half at the bar with the winnings that they get. And
Buy
better,
two.
It better be draft, too, because they can't afford 2 bottles.
Tell me who.
James W. Troup,
Oh.
-7.
James W.
-7.
He deserves it.
Anthony Villa,
-9.
You know what though? It should have been a whitewashing, and I'm glad I could reel you in.
I gacked a few holes and gave it to you. He was.
I gacked a lot of holes and took
I know.
it. I gacked a lot of holes.
I gave it to you.
There's the prop bets. Let's get to the 2-day club champion. We have a new. Holy moly!
Pan
Thank
over,
God
pan
that's
over.
not
Off
wood
camera?
over there. Off camera spillage. That's it. The problem is that he took the winnings that he bet on me and paid for that. You can't get another one.
But if you do have a lemonade,
Yeah.
and stew.
Anybody want an order from Ray? The 2-day event. We had a lot of real bad scores. Ricky Keefe -21, Andrew Moore
Ricky,
-20,
Ricky.
Derek Levine -19, Ray the Spiller Benavides -14,
Ray.
Mackin, Banville, Goodwin, Villa -9, Jamie Galvin -9, and then we get to like the top 5. James W. Troup -7. I took some money home today.
Good job,
I
Lefty.
might get a shirt. It'll probably be Cole's brand, but I'm getting a new shirt. Jimmy Reynolds, 4th place, -5.
They have the Mark
Do you-
Anthony line for you.
Is it custom fitted? Is it like sports cut?
Keep
Nice
riding
and tight?
Keep riding
Athletic.
that. Keep riding that
Athletic.
bike.
Slim
Athletic.
fit.
Keep riding that bike.
I'm not fitting into a
Keep riding
slim
the bike,
fit.
Deshaun.
That's for sure.
Called medium husky.
You know what? I'm gonna call Coles and see if I can buy a shirt for this money. Jimmy Reynolds -5 today. Now let's get to the win, place, and show. The show bets. Tony Pastore +1.
Timmy screwed me.
This guy owes me some money for the coaching I gave him today. Like I'm telling you, I kept this
I
bastard.
didn't know you were with him. That's bullshit.
Positive
Every
today.
time I looked back, he was doing this.
There was a
this,
lot of
behind him,
real bad shots.
like, doing this.
Timmy, you let me down.
You know what's
Doing
funny
this.
is Derek had that like 20-degree
Derek.
shot today.
Derek.
But if I took like an arc of Tony's shots today, I'm gonna say it was at least like 270 degrees, like on a like one of these lines. What a bastard! Russ Moran, slight collapse.
Fairways
He
were
fell
huge.
down.
Can I ask about Russ's sleeping pattern last night? How did he feel?
You know what's funny is they showed up to the course today, and I've never seen 2 guys with a bigger smile.
Really?
And then
They spooned.
And you know what's funny is they told me what they did last night to like sleep on the lead and everything like that, and I almost threw up on hole 1, and that's what kind of threw me off. Before one shot was hit, I heard what they did last night. Tony was gloating at how much he protected Russ on the lead, yet you know what? Tony finishes 3rd, Rush finishes 2nd. It worked.
They were together last
You know
night.
what? Stop moving.
The puppet is rude. He
Yeah.
is absolutely
The bottom of my leg is asleep right now with this
rude.
fucking puppet.
He's been running.
random rude.
But 3rd and 2nd, Tony. Great job for Tony. Great job for Russ. +3 today.
So,
A little collapse, but not as epic as Ray Benavides last year.
oh, Ray.
And Skip Delaney. I got to tell you, can I address this for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
There is no way that a guy should not come back to defend. So, Steve, I don't care what the dues at Cohasset are next year. You're coming back next year to
Situate.
defend Situate,
Situate.
Cohasset. Same freaking town.
It's
They
water.
they all drive out backs.
You're right.
You're back next year to defend
You gotta
because
come
the
back.
winner. Let me present this to you. Oh my God!
Oh
that
my
left
God!
leg is
Holy
sick.
shit! Steven!
Steven,
Davey, you deserve it. brother.
2-day event. A little Pinhawk podcast cheer.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
I knew you had
What do
it in
you-
you.
Any thoughts?
I do.
Any thoughts on
I'm gonna
that,
put it on the way home.
Steve? Any thoughts?
It was a great round. I had a couple of good rounds. I left a lot out there, but it was enough to make it.
He had no
Yo,
idea
guess
he
what?
was winning.
I'm looking
No
at
idea.
second
No
place. You had a
idea.
No,
lot.
he's like,
You
no
got
way.
like-
Every time I look back, I saw
No
balls
way.
in the fairway.
Yeah.
In every
Jimmy,
par
take
3, you
control.
guys were on the green, so I thought I was.
Fuck.
There was
Steve,
Meanwhile, he's
you know
birdieing
what?
holes and getting strokes.
This is crap because you had a lot more to leave out there to win this thing because
Oh.
it was clear. Win, place, and show bets. Pari-mutual wagering. I got to tell
Let's
you.
talk about this.
Yeah,
I
let's
need
talk
to know
about
information.
gambling
I
because
want information.
that was boring. Anybody that bet on Steve Marshall won the pari-mutual wagering today, and there were only a couple.
Thank you.
About $20 to bet on
Only a
you. So
couple.
it was about 9-1.
Can we get that list?
I can get the list right here. I wasn't planning on it. Yeah, anybody that bet on Steve Marshall, 9-1 odds on you. Troup, Eamon, Villa, Reynolds, and Timmy Goodwin all had faith in you. Which
Brilliant. people, right there.
what's kind of funny, Steven, is
Handicappers.
you placed some wagers but did not bet on yourself.
To win?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I thought I did bet myself.
Oh no! You didn't.
never
And guess
bet
what?
yourself.
Because of that, I won $5 extra, and I am very happy about that.
That's
I
totally
think
Steven.
I placed to
Yeah.
place though, right?
Good job. But guess who did bet on themselves to place? Steve Marshall. And guess what? Steve Brophy, the puppet. How do you feel about winning the
Pull his mask down.
place bet?
pull the
Anything on
mask.
that?
Better than nothing.
Great job. Russ Moran.
He has a career as a dummy.
Russ Moran wins a show bet. Tony Pastore won pretty much the whole pool because nobody
whole
else.
pool.
Fuck is.
The whole thing.
Actually, I think nobody else knows Russ Moran. So
Hey,
Tony,
can we get him on camera?
Tony
for
bet
one?
on him. We got him yesterday. It's enough. That's enough. Okay. And then the show bets. This is the real
his
travesty.
picture here.
This is the real travesty of the whole thing. And this was the bet to make on the weekend because only Tony and Timmy Goodwin bet on Russ Moran to show. Steve Marshall, once again, does not bet on himself, but reaps the benefits.
Yep.
Tony Pastore did
Nobody
not
bet
bet
on
on
him.
himself, reaps the benefits because guess what? Absolutely nobody
We're having
else
a
in the club
conversation, Steven.
had any faith in either of you guys to finish in the top 3. So nobody bet on you guys. And guess what? Because of the Troup, Price is Right, the Wall, Deal or No Deal rules, you guys win the pot. So you guys each won an additional
go back.
$21 because
Carry
nobody
over for
cared
next
enough
year.
to place $2 bet
they-
on
they-
either of you pricks.
They bet me to win. Never mind your show.
Yeah? Well, guess what?
Only 5 did.
You better thank that nobody cared about you guys. Same with you, Tony. Thanks for running the camera today. Nobody cared to bet on you guys, and guess what? You reaped the benefits for $21. There really wasn't much noteworthy today, other than there was great conditions,
Great weather.
no rain,
The greens weren't pockmarked.
greens
water.
weren't pockmarked, free
Free
water.
water. That was
The
classy.
cart girls
the
showed
bubble?
up
Yeah.
on number 13
give
for
bottles
us,
of water.
and then because of the tip, showed up on 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, that thanked me because I'm the only one who tipped her in my group.
Well, you weren't the only one to tip her because we were pissed,
drunk, maybe.
until she showed up.
was her name?
But other than that, you probably know.
Brophy.
Anyways, 2-day
The 2-day.
over, done.
Done.
Club champion
Championship
Steve
trophy.
Marshall.
Fucking
And
Steven.
guess what? We're on to Sohegan, where Steve Marshall will
on
not
to
win the match play championship.
shoot,
That's
it's
going to go to
so
James
too,
W.
though.
Troup.
Who's Steve playing?
Steve's playing James W. Troup.
Oh,
That's Sohegan?
battle. That is a battle.
I have to be in your group to film the whole thing.
You
I
know,
want every
agreed.
shot. You know, you can go on YouTube and watch every shot Tiger takes.
There's a lot of people. I'm going to request people to be in my group.
I'm
just-
wearing a GoPro
Steve
on
and
my head.
Troup.
You're
Is that
wearing a
Labor Day
GoPro. You're
weekend?
each wearing GoPro cameras on your clubs.
Can you afford that?
Listen, I'll take it out of Steve's budget for next year. He's not getting a new car. He gets a company car.
We're on to Sohegan. Best wishes to Steve Daniels. Good luck in your surgery and back in 2021. Congrats to Jimmy Reynolds, winner of day 2 of the
Thank
club
you.
championship here at Crosswinds. Congrats to our new club champion, Steve Marshall.
Stevie!
Enough. There was no applause sign up there, guys. That's enough. We've given this guy enough credit. Congrats to Anthony Villa for losing the Prince of the Podcast. Congrats to the puppet, Steve Brophy. Do you have anything else to add?
Steve, you're awesome.
Thanks for being here. Can I get a masseuse for my left leg? Is that my money? For the Pin High Podcast, Anthony Villa, Jimmy Reynolds, Steve Marshall, Steve Brophy, James W. Troup. We'll see you guys in Sohegan. Thank you very much.
Troup, you with that.
I'm sweating.
Can someone get the towels and water?
What? Hydration!
Rub down.
I'm fan!
We have a masseuse.
Michael Brophy, what's the